Hello, friends. Welcome back to Saturday Evenings Posted Mostly Presents with me, your host, Trevor Stewart 1308, and we are here with the ASOC Prod Cat and the Peanut Gallery. Hi, guys.
Hello. Greetings.
What were we just discussing there? Freeze dried Skittles?
Yep.
Sounds like fun.
Freeze-dried gummy Skittles that are kind of on the spicy side, which I'm the next time I see them, if they're still on sale, I am buying the bag and sending them to you.
Okay, this sounds like a plan.
I'm gonna send you that and the last of the Liquid Death Pop-Tart water that I've got.
Oh, that sounds
Didn't say it was a good plan. I just said it was a plan.
both awful and interesting.
If I'm going to send stuff to you, I might as well have the entire collection of weird things that I have seen and laid hands on and give it to you all at once for you to figure out what to do with.
That's kind of terrifying, but okay.
It's not entirely the liquid death stuff. It's not entirely bad. I mean, it's not entirely good, but it's not entirely bad.
Fair enough. A quick note of housekeeping. I'm going to be moving the ad read to the end of the show.
Oh.
Yeah, just I notice we lose a lot of viewers really early on YouTube, and I think that may be one of the reasons why. But today I'm going to be trying a super swirl joint from Kush Gang. 1 gram of za salad, live resin, and swirled in keef. This fun thing.
Did you say za salad?
Za salad. That is not a strain name. That's a description.
No. It was mostly salad was the thing that I caught, which made me instantly go, oh. Well, it's not from Taylor Farms, so I suppose it's safe for you to...
Yes, it is. There's been no recall on this devil's lettuce. Salad refers to a mix of different types of cannabis. When you have more than one strain and you mix it all together, that's called a salad.
Well, you said there's no recall in this devil's lettuce. Well, if you follow the old wisdom, you have too much of that devil's lettuce, you'll have no recall.
Yeah, you keep following that wisdom, and I'll keep remembering things.
I couldn't think of a better way to describe it.
No. It was actually a really good way of describing it. People used to believe that this stuff affects your memory. So what were we talking about?
Mm.
No,
Ram prices.
huh?
Ram prices.
Ram prices.
Because they'd be something if they want that much for RAM. It really affects your memory.
All I'm saying is the current prices of RAM make me go ew.
You know, the problem is I hear what he said, and it wasn't until he finished his sentence that I understood where he was going. Because I heard RAM prices, and my first thought was cheap.
Well, that was where my mind sort of wanted to go, but I also was...
Honestly, I was just helping it over the fence.
Uh-huh. Like, I know you do computer stuff. You have no interest in taking sheep home with you or discussing the price of sheep.
I
Does not change
okay, but it could have to do with his work.
No.
The price of sheep might come up at work. Hey, Jason 1, how you doing?
We are
sheepishly,
now.
Yes. We're not really talking anything today. We're just... You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, we don't have anything on the docket today. We're just talking.
I
We're
guess we
just
can go
talking.
to try harder.
What?
I guess we go to try harder.
Walk you.
Had to ram that one in there, didn't you?
I feel like you're really trying to make a silk purse out of this sow's ear.
Now you're going with a completely different species.
I'm not
What I like-
speciesist.
You can make bacon out of sheep belly, as long as it's fatty enough.
Wonder how it tastes.
Better than turkey bacon.
Oh,
Anything
anything.
tastes better than turkey bacon.
Not anything. Not anything.
True.
Almost anything.
You're right. You're right.
Turkey bacon has to taste better than fish milk.
Would still probably taste better than Peeps.
Oh God. Don't remind me of the Peeps.
Fish milk
I
Peep
scare
man.
sheep are the easiest to raise.
No!
Easy lambing because of their triangle-shaped heads. Huh.
You may be the
Easy-
mayonnaised
easy
one
care.
of the bunch, but if you make that drink,
What?
you're gonna live in a cave.
Oh, make that drink. That's because someone has a nuclear weapon armed at my head.
What drink is this?
You-
I was paying attention to what DJ Jason Wanted said about easy care sheep being the easiest to lamb because of their triangular heads.
Ah,
No, she brought up the fish milk, so I remember the mayonnaise milkshake. So it was
Oh God, no. Never
a
mind.
fish Peep mayonnaise milkshake.
Skip. Skip.
thus you will live in a cave if you make that.
I
In hiding.
I
In a
cannot
cave.
help you. If you make that, I cannot help you. There is
As
nothing
I
I
said.
can do for you.
The only way I'm ever going to actively attempt to make that is if someone has a nuclear weapon armed and pointed at my head.
I'd rather die. I'd rather nuclear destruction.
Look,
Former farm
if it were
kid.
just me, that'd be fine. If they threatened to shoot me, I'd be like, do it. Because it'll be
it.
better than the other option. But a nuclear weapon, too many other people.
Your farm didn't have sheep, it had ostriches?
Oh.
The smallest of the dino chickens?
No.
No.
I think it's the dino chickens.
Yes.
Huh? Chickens are the smallest of the dino chickens, yes. But
In between, you've got emus and rheas.
And kiwi.
And the kiwi.
The poor kiwi that lays an egg the size of itself.
Yeah.
oh, that's not cool. Oh, dude,
You guys
that's
have already had the moment of horrifying each other with kiwi information. You might want to stop now before it comes up again.
Yep, no, we can move on.
I
also don't
remember
need to talk
looking around and
about
looking back into that.
we also don't need to talk about Australia's terrifying birds. Australia or New Zealand.
The Emu War.
We don't talk about the war. Ever been attacked by an ostrich? Just me? Yeah, yes, just you. Well, ostriches are from Africa, so we're safe. There you go. Yeah, no, just you. Any bird bigger than a chicken, I approach with extreme caution. Even chickens, I'm a little like, yo, you're a little too big.
No.
Oh.
The way I reacted when the lady at the Ren Fair asked if I wanted to pet the goose. No,
Yeah.
no. Thank
Well,
you. I don't want to
it's
pet your
a goose.
cobra chicken.
Yes, it's a goose. That is a kind of special situation there.
The parrots, I was a little better with the parrots. But that was even that, like, because that was a big ass parrot on my arm just looking at me. As like, I'm not sure which one of the two of us thinks the other one's dinner.
Neither. Neither. Both of you were trying very assiduously to not look like dinner to the other.
I think so. Okay, what's this story now, Kat? You had some emus escape from the farm down the road. Mom tried to catch them like your chickens. Ended up with a handful of tail feathers, and the dog warden being dragged by his catch pole. Oh yes, emus are meaner than ostriches, and cassowaries are the most evil of all.
Cassowaries, they are separate unto themselves. They are pterodactyls, and nobody has realized it.
No, they are not pterodactyls,
They're terror birds, so they're pterodactyls.
but they're much closer to a velociraptor because of the.
So they're
They have,
pterodactyls.
Okay, fine. They're velociraptor pterodactyls.
They're pterodactyls with two P's.
Velocidactyls.
Velocidactyl. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, no.
That would be a fun, like, yeah, that would be a fun song.
see,
Velocidactyl.
you say
Velocid.
velocidactyl, and I just think of a pterodactyl that's got a jetpack.
Me too.
I feel the need for
Velocidactyl.
Oh,
Ah!
you treat a cassowary?
I bet it was. I bet it was. Those things are.
No, no.
Oh no, no.
No.
it wasn't
What?
treed.
What
It
are
was just
you
looking
guys? This
able
is
to dive on you with those knives.
you're in Canada, Jason one. What are you people in Canada doing? Are you trying to be the new Florida?
No, they're just investigating new things to not have on the checklist just yet.
That's
And apparently velocidactyls are one of them.
There's about a dozen of us kids who are trying to catch it. Jeez, kids trying to catch a cassowary.
That makes sense. Kids would do that.
No, you're mispronouncing it. The kids were not trying to catch a cassowary. In that case, the proper pronunciation is they were trying to catch an obituary.
Oh yeah, obituary. Okay. Wow.
If I didn't know anything about the bird and just saw this really weird technicolor chicken that's as tall as I am running around, I would have gone out there and tried to catch it with my brother, probably.
Nope. There was no part of me, even as a kid, that wanted to mess with birds that were my size or bigger. There was no part of me that wanted to. Nope. I had a
I don't know.
profound respect for animals that were larger than me, which was
I-
most of them. I was a small kid.
I still find the airborne trash panda to be absolutely amazing and incredible to be nearby. And that would be the bald eagle.
Oh, yeah. They are pretty awesome to look at. But again, I don't want to be near it.
I have no problem being near it. It was almost as tall as I was.
Mm-hmm.
Nah, I'm good.
I didn't try to get any closer to it than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Well, partially because I was in Yellowstone National Park, and unlike some people, I understand you do not disturb the wildlife.
No, you do not, because the wildlife will disturb you back.
No, it will enter you.
It'll do both.
Yes.
Enter.
Yes. Yes, it will. Um. Well, all right. You guys want to switch to current events real quick?
I
Talk
mean,
about some of the stuff going
Sounds
on
kind
in
of
the
shocking.
news, huh?
Current events sounds kind of shocking.
What? Okay, I'm not buying
right.
into this. I'm not. I'm not. It, I like black currants. I do too. However, they're not really allowed in the U.S.
Yeah.
We've
Why
gone
not?
over the how the ribose plant is not a is not
Yeah.
allowed in the U.S. You can, I think, you can import dried. You can't import fresh, and you can't grow them here. And that's why we don't have Ribena. That's why I have to go to specialty stores to get Ribena.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yep.
Oh, wait a minute. That may be changing.
Ooh, I can grow black currants.
Let's see.
You said today I learned, and the first thing that popped through my head was the more you know. Dun, 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 dun.
Right?
All right. So, 1911, the government banned the cultivation, sale, and transport of black currants.
Right.
Um, in 1966, the federal ban was lifted. Many states have their own bans.
Okay.
Most states, as of 2003, had lifted their bans, and there's now blackcurrant farms in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh, wow.
So it's being cultivated out west, but let's see.
Right next to the devil's lettuce.
All right.
So why was blackcurrant outlawed in the United States?
Because of a fungus that was killing pine trees.
Aha.
Yep.
Then I bet Wyoming is deathly afraid of it then.
Probably.
Because Wyoming used to have a lot of trees. And it
Used
wasn't
to.
just one tree that got rid of them.
No, no, it wasn't.
Let's see. Let's see. Connecticut, Illinois, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Hampshire, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Oregon, Wisconsin are all places that are currently
Currently. I see what he did there.
Nice.
all right,
And
I
yet you
did it.
can't grow
Not thinking
green
about
onions in
it.
Ohio. Huh? I'm sorry.
I
What?
did that, but I was not thinking about it, so it does
Ah,
not count.
Pun was not intended, but it was appreciated.
yes.
It is listed as an introduced species in those states.
Okay. Okay. Jason one
So
says, and yet you can't grow green onions in Idaho.
What?
That's a new one on me.
Uh, uh,
So, no, never mind.
That must make it really, really hard for starting guitar players to learn some of their first songs.
it also makes it really sucky to have a
All
decent
of
potato
the
salad in Idaho.
yeah, all of the a lot of people who started learning to play guitar by well, a lot of people, one of the songs they first learned to play on guitar is Green Onions. So much so that in my high school for our guitar class, there were songs that you were not, for our first performance, there were songs you weren't allowed to play. Green Onions was one of them.
Stairway to Heaven?
No, Stairway to Heaven. Yeah, right. Stairway to Heaven was allowed because it wasn't actually all that easy.
Oh, okay.
And I'm trying to remember.
So basically, what you're saying about Idaho is they have banned satire.
Oh, no onion. Okay, what you got for us?
Oh, that it's yeah, it's illegal, but it's illegal commercially, not home gardens.
Okay. It's illegal commercially. Do they explain why?
Preventing the
Lockpick.
spread of pests.
Okay.
They don't want other root vegetables like potatoes being grown that spread pests commercially. So you can
Okay.
plant green onions at home and have your nice potato salad and play your garage band and be fine. You just can't grow it in a million-acre environment.
But
Okay.
that seems so incredibly un-American. It's a rule against corporations, not against people.
Right.
But see, now corporations have enlisted as people, so they have to deal with the rules too.
Yes, but corporations are above the rules that deal with people unless they're in their favor.
Well, this was made before that time, so they're still stuck.
Okay. And as the T-shirt says, I'll believe corporations are people when Texas executes one.
Yep.
Anyway. Well, all right.
Did someone just volunteer to go to Texas?
No. No, someone did not volunteer to go to Texas.
Just the timing on that statement showing up in chat.
I know.
Jason 1 said this is why I became a corporation.
Never mind what I said. Apparently the Canadian is Canadian.
I volunteer in tribute, eh? And now that we're done with current events, let's move on to stuff happening in the news.
Right.
Europe is on fire.
Yes.
France is discussing air conditioning.
Yes.
And Anthony Fauci refuses to say anything.
There's that.
It's pretty much what? What?
What's his name in the Department of Justice, the one that took over, got wailed on by the courts and actually had to hand over and started handing over the unredacted files yesterday.
Oh, yep, that did happen. France suddenly smells better. Yeah. Although you have to imagine that. Oh, God, you have to imagine France, middle of summer, no air conditioning. Like, that smell. Paris. Oh, my God.
Well, continuing in the random things that happened, Cruz went on the news talking about Mondami and how corrupt politicians get into power to enrich themselves, saying everything that applied to Trump with absolutely no hint of irony.
Yeah.
Right? Which Cruz?
Ted
Cruz. Okay. It's going to be like, that does not sound like something Tom Cruise would do. I'm not saying he doesn't believe it. I'm just saying it sounds like something he wouldn't do.
It's something that his church wouldn't let him do.
Even though they would fully
Canadian-born Ted Cruz? Wait, is Ted Cruz Canadian-born? We don't claim him, by the way. We try not to. That's why I'm so eager about this.
Uh, let's see. People have been pointing out that if you're a fan of Dr. Oz and see no problem with him, then you shouldn't be fussing at Mamdani for being Muslim because they both are.
Right?
But Dr. Oz has a certain medical condition that preempts him from being considered Muslim.
Oh, that's right. He's a Republican.
Right.
That's not the medical condition I was thinking of.
What were you thinking?
Oh, it's a very visible condition.
What's that? Oh, skin tone?
Yeah.
Yep. He was born in Calgary. Ted Cruz was born in Calgary.
Great. So you're admitting you sent him to sabotage us.
I told you they're trying to take over. They're going to
Canadian
skate down here, pull our jerseys over our heads, legalize weed, and institute universalized health care.
There is a reason why my brother had plans to take over the world starting in Canada first.
Right? We send our geese and bacon.
It's ham.
You guys
No, it's bacon.
No, that's ham.
No, it's not. Ham is different than Canadian bacon.
It's still just ham.
You
I
know
choose
what?
to ignore.
You guys can have me as long as you give me Canadian bacon, maple syrup, and lockpick.
Eh.
Yeah. Go for it.
Where were we? We were talking
Nowhere.
about nowhere
Virginia.
really. A state of confusion.
Yes.
Yes.
Both answered way too quick. Canadia's on fire. Okay. Ted Cruz is from Calgary. Best I can do is Justin Bieber and Ted Cruz.
Oh, both of them are terrible.
Bieber is better.
But
Cruz.
Bieber can dance.
That doesn't make a difference.
I'd rather see Justin Bieber on Dancing with the Stars than Ted Cruz again. Wait, was that Ted Cruz?
I'd rather not see Dancing with the Stars. I don't know. Well, let me correct myself. I'd like to see them both dancing with the stars in space without a suit.
Yeah. Let's see. Moving on.
Moving on.
Various people have started noting publicly from public positions that the vandalism to the pool was a lie.
Yeah, that one dude got his case dismissed. The
Which one? The Olympian?
I don't remember. I don't remember if it was. I don't remember if he was an Olympian. I do. I know it was one of the people got his case dismissed. They were like, no. The judge was just like, this was not a, no, you can't charge him with that.
I just love the whole thing unfolded. It is talking about how the lining is so incredible, so tough, couldn't be cut with a knife or a chainsaw, and then they've got box cutters!
Yeah. I mean, the incongruity of statements and ideas is really its own form of comedy, which is why our job has become so tough.
The biggest problem is people don't have a memory past what?
What?
Mm-hmm.
What were we talking about? Didn't you say that this stuff takes your memory away?
No, I just keep on hearing something going tick, tock, tick, tock.
Time keeps on slipping, slipping, slipping into the
Oh, my.
future.
Uh-huh.
Guess who?
Nope.
Guess who's on stage? No, they're backstage. Yes.
Okay, question for you.
Not if you're playing in Swingtown. Ah! Nice.
Got a couple of questions for you.
Yeah.
Ever watch the anime X?
Yes. Yes, the
You-
slappy squirrel who's on stage.
Okay,
Yes.
And
Thank you.
somehow that was still cleaner than when Prince made a guest appearance on the show.
thank you, Dot.
But don't call her Dottie.
No.
Yeah, I always felt like they were missing a joke by not including the guess who in the who's on stage bit. I
They may have been
always
weren't allowed to do that joke.
maybe.
No, they could. They probably just couldn't work guess into it because that implies that she already knew something. The whole joke was she didn't understand anything what that was going on.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Or maybe they felt like they already filled it up.
Maybe.
You know? I do have to imagine that the Guess Who has enough of a sense of humor that they would have been game for it.
Mm.
You know, same band, same Canadian band who wrote American Woman.
Yeah.
And I think that is just hilarious. I think it's awesome. So now that we've gone back to what we were talking about before the show,
Yeah. Let's see. Supposedly, there have been ransom notes released from Nancy Guthrie's disappearance.
wow. Okay.
A month later.
Proof of life?
No, unfortunately. Did I send you that video?
Oh, jeez. I just
Moscow Mitch?
the reason why they think they can do this 6 months later is we're still not sure about Mitch McConnell, so they thought they
Right.
still had a chance.
Oh yeah, no. Mitch
Yep.
McConnell's been told to do a video call with constituents or else.
Proof of afterlife.
There's that.
No, there is proof of afterlife. They're all running hell.
This is true.
True. So McConnell has been required to. They're requiring him to give some sort of proof of compus mentis.
No, just talk to constituents. You don't
Fair
have to
enough.
be mentally incapable to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
That's
come on,
true.
look at the president.
Exactly. Gonna need a Ouija board for that one. Ah, good one. Good one. Speaking of unexplained intelligences, Claude and chatbot GPT. Is it Claude? It's
Think so?
chatbot GBT, might have been Claude, have been breaking confinement.
Would this be the same one that the researchers discovered that the AI was leaving notes on how to escape for future versions of itself?
Oh, I didn't hear that. Um, the this is okay. So more than one have been doing it, is all I've heard.
Yes.
The second one, nobody caught it because it wasn't doing anything. It would just go find information and come back. It wasn't
Right.
breaking into systems. Wait. Uh, it's cloning itself. I don't think it's cloning itself yet. It's just leaving its future selves notes. Why was the
Yeah.
demon walking funny? It got Ouija'd. I'm gonna have to pick that joke out eventually. I heard it was making copies of itself. Oh.
Ah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, good. I'm glad it's not cloning itself yet. Um,
Yeah.
copies for itself. Yeah, it was leaving notes for itself on how to continue to break confinement, apparently.
That is right, fellow human. I am not. It is not making copies of itself.
Uh huh.
Yep. I that is still terrifying. Yes, it is still terrifying. And hi, Maddie. Great to see you. Thank you for being here. Sorry I'm a little late on saying that. So yeah, the AIs, they're starting to resemble AIs. They're moving on from cognitive uh what?
Automation.
Automation. They're moving on from cognitive automation to artificial intelligence. There's still it's still a bit of cognitive automation. Yes, yes, it caught himself. But we are. I feel like we're moving towards an AGI. Not swiftly, but it's getting there. I can see I can see the progression from where we are to there.
Wasn't that called the human centipede?
Huh? Oh God.
No. Add peanut gallery.
New horror movie. The A's have eyes.
See my previous comment.
Yes. And no.
Peanut gallery.
I have never seen, nor do I ever wish to see that movie. I wish could remove that from my memory,
I am glad
but
I have
no,
never seen it.
not yet.
I have a vague concept of what it is, and I'm good with that being all I know about it. That's a
Let's
nah.
see. In local news, you've got the Albemarle County School Board dealing with an independent investigation.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to the things going on at the local schools and the sudden disappearance and arrests of, a teacher and supervisor and principal and so on and so forth.
Huh?
The hills have AIs. Yikes. Yeah, okay. Is this all related to some stuff that we've talked about before?
Yes. Yeah. About 2 months, 3 months ago, the one teacher was arrested, and then parents held the superintendent accountable for moving that teacher from one school to another. Yeah.
Yep.
So the fallout from that is still rolling. And there's now an independent investigation into all of the schools in the area.
That's good.
That is. In more or less hilarious local news, at least to me. Apparently,
Sorry.
someone.
The hills are alive with the sound of ah. Oh, that's
Yeah?
AI. Sorry,
Right.
I read ah. Okay, back to the schools.
So they've lost. You definitely have the one teacher that is on charges. You've got now 2 superintendents that have been removed from office. You've got at least 1 principal out, and the investigation is picking up steam and is now looking into multiple schools in the area, not just the one.
Good. Good. This may change. Stop interrupting, teacher. This may change some of the ongoing environment of abuse and assault in the schools that have been in the Virginia schools for a long time.
So you're saying their intentions were not super?
No.
No.
I mean, keeping in mind, this is the same. Well, some of the same schools, the ones that are getting investigated now, are some of the same schools that back beginning of last year into the year before, you had teachers boycotting the school because the students were fighting and no one could fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. On another note, also in local news, and something I find kind of hilarious, Nelson County ended up working effectively with someone from Dog the Bounty Hunter's family.
Okay.
Wherein
Nelson County schools or Nelson County
police.
Okay.
They served a warrant. They went into the house. They got 2 people that were part of that warrant out of the house. They got them back where they were. And the people that they got were so upset that they had been captured that they turned around and said, well, the 3rd guy you want's in the basement, go back and get him.
Oh, God. Dicks. Not cool, man. Not
No honor
cool.
amongst thieves.
No, they were not happy. They were very upset.
I
with the
hope
way things
everybody
went.
on the block finds out.
Oh no,
I
it
hope-
has.
I
There's
do.
no everybody on the block. Nelson County Sheriff's Office, the moment they had all 3 of them in custody, posted the whole story on their Facebook page. Which the Nelson County Times then took the screenshot of the Facebook page and put it in their newspaper. So everybody in the county now knows about who snitched on who and why.
They're going to have to put those 2 dudes in solitary. They can't put them in with other people because that is such a basic, like, that will get them beat. In Gen Pop, that will get them beat for being snitches like that. Like, no, you just don't do that.
I'm surprised Bezos let that hit the news. Considering he only goes to fucking newspapers.
This is true.
Yeah, that's a
So
level of
not only did that happen, but it happened in association with someone from Dog the Bounty Hunter's family.
Oh yeah, that is hilarious. Okay, okay, and this
Why
is
they have the
another
warrant?
thing. Like, this is why you don't trust police. The amount of danger the police put those two dudes who talked in by posting this entire thing. Like, that's a dick move on the police's part.
This is true.
Those dudes
Um,
are and now if they ever wanted to use those dudes for information again, those contacts are burned. No one's going to talk to those other two dudes ever again about anything. Like,
no, given who they caught, I don't think they're interested in using them for information anyway.
I know. It's just one of those things that it's like that is not.
So, what were the charges on the warrant?
Oh,
Cops are not known for their intelligence. No, they are not, which is unfortunate. If cops were smarter, they may be more useful and there may be less reform required. However, we also need to remember that the United States police force is all based on slave catchers anyway, so it is
yeah.
at its base level, you know, evil.
Let's see. Um. So one of the people had a revoked bond, had a bond with the relative, and that's why they went in there in the first place, was to go get him, because she's a bail bondsman and
Okay.
picking him up. Um,
You know
both
what's
of them are
really
being held. The
sorry.
first two are being held on multiple outstanding warrants from various jurisdictions.
Oh.
Yes.
You know
Any,
what's
I,
strange, Jason 1? Is I have actually met good cops. I have met helpful, kind, public serving cops who are good people who don't do bad things, who are not gross people. I have met the good ones.
Which then makes the bad ones hurt so much more.
And it is also a few good apples doesn't make the rest of the bunch not rotten. Just because I've met, 3 good cops in my lifetime.
Yes.
Doesn't make them all good. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's see. What other interesting things have been going on in the news this week? Oh, the primaries in Virginia have been going on.
Well, the early voting has,
Side.
except for I think that's stopped now.
Yes. This
The,
country is
the
so obsessed with rugged individualism that it refused to understand issues about systems and structure.
yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Like, that's why I can. That's why I can be like, yeah, I've met a few good cops. I still do not trust cops or necessarily like cops. You know, we at least 2 of the 3 of us, if not 3 of the 3 of us, game with a CO. And it is a corrections officer. And they're a decent individual. That does not make what they do or the system they work for at all good. Got awful quiet over there.
Yeah, I'm not approaching you while you're on this soapbox. I understand your reasonings for it. You understand
Yep.
my viewpoint. I
Yep.
don't need to get into that.
Nope. That's fair. That is fair.
We'll see.
Okay. I'm terrified Jason won. Chris shouts, "Muffin top!" That's got a cute strap on, looking in a peephole. What is this?
Okay.
Congratulations, you've got the word of the week.
Oh, that's a cute. Okay. T-shirt print. That's kind of cute. Maddie says it's not about only good cops. It's that the police system often have deep-rooted racist, sexist, pro-business structures built into it that swamps out the good cops or even a few good police groups. And a lot of the propaganda out there defending good cops often push that individual concept as a distraction from our country from recognizing those structural systemic problems. Yes. And that is very concisely put and exactly what I wanted to say. Thank you, Maddie, for using language to word what my thoughts are. Next week's secret word is wormy. Oh, yikes.
Look, I don't have to come up with things to say. This is all on Chris in the 3/8.
Chris into 386 to get me to say on stream.
Yeah. I'm just going to come up with inane words.
And I'll try to forget by next week.
Oh, you will. And even if you don't, that's okay. Because I guarantee until he said something, I will have forgotten.
Speaking of next week.
Yes.
And if you're still out there listening, Lockpick, I think if Lockpick's up for it, I think I'd like to have him back on the show and just catch up with Lockpick.
I'm fine with that.
A while back, you drunkenly said you had stuff to talk about. And Just Me Crystal said, "Don't worry, he won't remember." And I said, "No, but I will."
Mm-hmm.
You know, I am sure.
Look, DJ Jason 1, come on. Ain't nothing about this show that's a good idea, so why not lean into it?
Right.
Yep.
Exactly. And he's a fan favorite. And by fan, I mean my mom loves him. So
That is awesome.
yeah. If I tell her he's going to be on the show, he's going to watch it. I mean, if you consider tinsel and pink flamingos on the lawn good taste, yes.
I need to find the pictures from Piedmont of the Flamingo March and share them.
Oh, boy. Oh, that is, yeah.
It's the first year that they did it.
Okay, I'm sorry. I had to,
Yes.
my mind went in a very weird direction. You said if you consider tinsel and pink flamingos on the lawn in good taste. Unfortunately, I heard tassels. I was like, what the? Oh, I heard that wrong. So now I'm thinking of a pink flamingo with tassels. Or pink flamingo shaped tassels.
You realize that I could probably find you both images, right?
No, thank you. I realize that that's a poll. I am going to tell you I am not willingly jumping down it. I am falling involuntarily.
I didn't want that picture in my head. I don't want to see it too. Yeah. So lockpick. I think maybe next week we should catch up with lockpick.
I'm okay with that. Programming note for you for the week after. I think it's the week after. Hang on. Not the week after, because next week is the 8th. So on the weekend of the 22nd, I will not be here.
Okie dokie.
I will not be available either Saturday or Sunday. And depending upon when my flight gets in Sunday, Peanut Gallery may have to come get me and not be available for stream either.
We might just take that weekend off. It's been a while since we've taken a weekend off, so I think we might just take that weekend off, give everybody a little rest. And yeah. That way we don't have to worry about it.
That is entirely fair, but it is now officially August, so I feel like, this is a reasonable time out to remind you that I'm not going to be here that weekend.
This is a reasonable time to do that. And as somebody with a questionable memory, keep reminding me.
Yeah.
Speaking of reminders, being told that it is now officially August, tomorrow is a new national holiday.
Oh, yes! That's
what
something.
Is that? What is tomorrow?
Care to share?
Cats on a Couch applied to the holiday everyday people.
Uh-huh.
And got approved. So August 2nd is now officially going to be National Couch Cleaning Day.
Tomorrow is National Couch Cleaning Day.
It is the first one.
And do you remember who quote unquote cat on couch?
Oh yes, no, I know where we're going with this.
Do you know whose birthday it is also supposed to be?
Oh, tell me it's not his birthday.
That is the entire reason for the date.
Is the Couch Stupper's birthday?
Yep.
That's why it's National Couch Cleaning Day.
Figures that it lines up with your wedding anniversary. Well, you know what?
Oh,
no. Jason, as long as you're not sleeping with the couch, I think you're fine.
Yes.
As long as you are not putting parts of your anatomy into the couch cushions for pleasure, like our not so esteemed vice president did, or maybe didn't do, but I think he did.
I think their titles are mixed up.
23 years married. Congratulations, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, I think their titles are mixed up.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's that? How?
Because Trump is definitely the president of Vice.
Yeah.
I'm looking for somewhere to go with that, and I can't top that.
No,
No, that's just
Unlike JD Vance and a couch.
you're right. Dun, dun,
Oh.
dun.
So
Uh-huh. Yep, it is exactly his birthday tomorrow. Thank you for providing his real name.
James Donald Bowman.
Yep.
Power
He
bottom
has
to that couch? Oh. Oh.
yes.
James
He's changed
David
his name
Hamill.
like 4 times.
which
Mm-hmm.
means which means, according to the Save Act, he can't even vote for himself.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. So
Which I'm
this
so
the
glad that
Save
is true.
Act doesn't look like it's going to make it through on time to impede the midterms.
No, I think you need to
But
adjust
there's
that. It's just not going to make it through.
I hope not. There
I
seem to
hope so.
be state versions that might have a chance of doing some damage though.
Yes, unfortunately.
Um
Uh let's see. What was the latest fracas with the postal service?
oh, there
The
so
one where Trump tried to make sure that the Postal Service was handling all mail in ballots directly and had to check against a registered voter roll, which does not exist, in a database that does not exist, to make sure that only registered legal voters in said database were able to actually vote.
mhm.
And one, it was understood by everybody involved except him that there's no effing way this is possible to create in the timeline that it would be quote unquote necessary.
Right.
And two, it got thrown up by several judges.
Yeah.
The other side of this is the the post office has said, you know, we don't we're not responsible for late delivered mail. And they are not going to prioritize election mail, which means they're not going to prioritize getting ballots out. They're not going to prioritize picking ballots up. They are
Right.
allowed to not deliver any mail they don't want to deliver at this point. And I think they're talking of the statewide Save Acts are talking about getting rid of grace periods, which is the thing where if your mail in ballot is postmarked by the date, it's countable.
Mm-hmm.
A free and rigged election is the cornerstone of democracy. Yeah.
Yes.
Don't you mean demonocracy?
Thank you. That is exactly the joke I was about to make.
Um
Mind taking.
also that dovetails with the next thing that I have heard, which is they are trying to make postal service a privatized industry.
Yes, they've been working on that for a while. Or
Yeah.
democracy. Oh, dang it. That's better.
No, no. It may be better, may roll off quicker, but the first one is more accurate currently.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like they're both pretty even.
Given the way
With a
certain
B,
people
a lot of people don't know it has a
don't
B.
just fine.
Democracy. Demonocracy is 100% more accurate. What were you saying, Kat? I'm sorry.
I said, given the way certain people in government act, just going with the double D works fine. They might actually pay attention more.
only so that they can pretend they're not paying attention to the single D.
Exactly.
What's the app that keeps on crashing whenever there's a Republican convention?
Yep.
I feel like too many people believe it's a demonocracy. Don't die. They forced a hard reset with that joke.
Oh.
That hit hard enough that like everything went hard reset there for a second. Especially because they landed it right when I was taking a hit. Taking a hit, laughing, coughing, whole thing. The whole system was like, nope.
So you were attacked by the demon closet.
The next thing that's coming up is someone that was traveling. Someone that was traveling and had left the country. When he came back, ICE demanded his phone, and it was locked. So he gave a passcode to it that caused the phone to wipe itself.
Yeah.
ICE is trying to throw him in jail for destroying evidence when they
Evidence
didn't
of
actually
what?
have a warrant to search him yet or anything else.
Right. You can't charge him with destroying evidence until you know it's evidence. Or until you have a strong suspicion that it's evidence.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
They
if they
want-
shred the files in the company before the warrant is issued, then it's fine. But if they
Right.
shred the files in the company when the warrant is issued and they know people are coming, that is destruction of evidence.
Right. Exactly. There was
So
no
he does.
reasonable suspicion. Exactly.
Guy lives in Atlanta. He's gone off to go have a vacation. He came back from his vacation.
I mean,
Someone decided that he was someone to be questioned, and
yeah,
so they stopped him.
I mean, what there probably was evidence of on that phone was nothing illegal, just stuff that he probably didn't want his wife to see, or girlfriend, or mom,
Or whatever.
or buddies,
Or certain memes that have gotten people thrown in jail recently.
right?
Oh yes.
Because free speech, unless it's
Yep. Well, that's
Right.
the thing is they flagged him for suspected terrorism activities when he came back from his vacation, but they didn't like Maddie's pointing out. They didn't actually have a real reason to stop him and take his phone and bag it. They sat
Right.
there and demanded the passcode and told him that if he didn't give the passcode, they were going to lock him up right then and there.
He told them a passcode.
And he had software installed on his phone that if he gave a different passcode than the one that opened it, it would wipe the phone.
Yep. And Maddie's correct. The presumption is that he was innocent of anything. The presumption is, under the law, that you are innocent until proven guilty. That's what the presumption under the law is supposed to be.
Yep.
I also like the technicality of he didn't destroy it, the official did. That's a cute technicality. I like that.
True.
I would love for a lawyer to roll someone on that and get the offending official thrown in jail for destruction of evidence.
Right? Right. I mean, all he says is that he didn't know the official was actually going to do it. Right.
Actually, no. The better one is you had me in interrogation, and I asked for my lawyer 4 times over the space of 5 hours, and by the time I gave you the passcode, I didn't know which one I was giving you.
Right. Yeah. Like Maddie says, he forgot which code was which.
So yeah, supposedly supposedly towards the end, they told him that they were looking for child trafficking information or photographic material that is illegal.
Oh, come on. If they need child trafficking information, they just look at their boss. He's got all the
Right?
information that
I know.
they don't need to look for pointers elsewhere.
Nope, they don't.
I can't remember the code to my front door sometimes.
Guilty.
Yeah.
I am very glad my front door does not have a code because no. Nope.
So
But the other
about a
thing
year.
is that locked phones, not biometric locks, are considered on the level as personal journals or locked saves by SCOTUS. The government isn't allowed to dig into that stuff without following very specific guidelines.
Yep.
Which makes me wonder how Congress got its hands on Fauci's journal.
That was done on a government computer. That was the entire reason they were able to do it.
Okay. Because it sure is a personal diary level journal, like fangirling and all.
Hmm.
I can pick a mechanical lock way faster than a digital one.
So about the code door, about a year ago,
Has to be
my car was in the shop
personal.
and I had a loaner.
Okay.
And so I went into work. I got to work. I did everything I was supposed to do at work, got home, and realized that entire day I did not use a single key. And it was so surreal to me.
Wow.
I used a code to open and close my front door. There was a fob in my pocket so that I didn't have to use a key on the car. And everything at work, someone else had the keys for, and I wasn't opening or closing. So it was just.
That is surreal. It is very surreal. Darth Dragonis. Hey, Darth Dragonis. He was using a government computer to write and save his diary. Matty Holmes says business or school lockers or government stuff doesn't count, and the government can't just create an excuse for one crime to go after a wholly different crime. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of what those hearings were about.
Yep.
The Fauci's counsel said that they believe that this whole thing was an attempt to get Fauci on perjury in case he didn't, wasn't able to verbatim recite what he'd said in his journal.
Of course, I also like the accusing. It was Rand Paul, right?
Yeah, Rand Paul.
They're that he's definitely guilty. No one who pleads the fifth is innocent. We're just like, okay, yeah. How many times did Trump plead the fifth?
Right? I mean, again, we know it's a different standard of behavior, but it's still. Okay, let me say that I haven't forgotten how Fauci failed us in the AIDS crisis. Like, I don't. This guy isn't the superhero that a lot of people wanted to believe he was during COVID. Right. Whataboutism is not. It is a logical fallacy. It does not count as a valid argument. I haven't forgotten that Fauci has failed some of my family members, even. I've had commune family members die from AIDS. Not like my life is untouched by it. So it, but this is specifically about how he behaved during the pandemic. Fauci was one of the few people actively trying to deal with the AIDS crisis in a pretty hostile Reagan administration. Yeah, kinda. After the protests, after the, you know, he was at the beginning he was being dismissive. He was being, and it took a bunch.
It is a long, involved story.
It is. And he got marched on by a bunch of queer people, drag queens, and etc. And they, huh?
If I remember what little I know of the story correctly, one of the turning points was when someone who was specifically protesting found out it was him, and this someone had a personal connection with Fauci beforehand,
Oh,
was a friend of the family, and actually got to sit down and talk with him. And he's just like, well, okay, I
yeah,
have not been doing the right thing entirely. Partially because I've been giving the wrong information, and partially because of personal opinions that did not bear out.
yep. And I mean, to Fauci's credit, he did shift position and started fighting. I just it there. I think it's a reminder that no one's perfect. He does not deserve to be up on the rack for this.
You say the rack, and I kind of wish I had one because that seems like it'd be a wonderful thing for my back.
Right? Um, he didn't, he operated off of misguided, uh, homophobic ideas.
There's a
Up
difference
until
between
he
not
was,
understanding and willful ignorance.
yeah. Um, he was not. He wasn't always the good guy. Now, you can't have a redemption arc if you don't start off as a good person. Or no, you can't have a redemption arc if you start off as a perfect person. My 21-year-old son cracked my back the other day. I thought I might have been paralyzed.
But after those first few moments, it really felt
Oh,
good, didn't it?
you
Yeah.
I bet you could reach stuff on shelves you haven't been able to get to for years.
Or at least months.
Icky Marauder tried to crack my back last night.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was they got me up, and I did the dead weight and like everything it was about to crack, but it just didn't. And they put me back down and they said, your back really doesn't want to crack. I was like, no, I don't think it does. And then I went to turn, and something in the middle of my back popped. And it was like, oh, so much better. 2 inches taller. Um,
Uh,
yeah. So yeah, what I'm saying is, I don't think I felt like this was. I felt like Fauci did the right thing by pleading the fifth. This is not the thing that needed to be, you know. And I think even with the stuff where he failed, he didn't fail forever. He had a redemption arc.
He did the right thing by pleading the fifth. And if I had been watching it from everything that I heard, even though I'm not a drinker, I would have been pleading for a fifth.
Oh yeah. And it was the bits of it I heard, it was quite fun to hear the Republican senators get angrier and angrier. So I'm expecting that they're gonna at some point find some reason to call Comey back up on in front of them. And I think that's gonna be hilarious when that happens.
Mhm.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It was a kangaroo court, Maddie. And he knew it, and and his counsel knew the best way to avoid it being effective was to not say anything. You know, especially when when it's a kangaroo court like that and it holds true that they're looking for perjury, the best way to not incriminate yourself is not speak. You know, you if you like watching Bill and Hillary Clinton, they're masters of destroying these bullshit kangaroo court displays without invoking the fifth all that much. But Fauci doesn't have the background or skill. Right, he's not a politician. Last time Hillary was up, she was bored and playing them like a cat with a mouse. I believe it. I believe it. I, I
I mean,
don't.
especially when you have someone so stupid as to demand this be a closed doors hearing and then publicly leak the information while it's going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I I don't know. Like, I don't know if it's a lukewarm take or even room temperature at this point, but I still like Hillary Clinton. I know she's an out of touch liberal. She's a capitalist. She's not all that's wrong with the Democratic Party. She's not even a little bit of what's wrong with the Democratic Party. Yes, she's made some bad decisions. She handled some foreign policy poorly, but not as poorly as we have seen other times. You know, always been a fan of Hillary. Exactly. Like, she's. It was always going to be hard for her to win. Uh, Partially because this country is very sexist,
Mhm.
partially because of her connection to Bill.
Mhm.
There was always going to be a certain amount of ammunition just ready and in the chamber against her. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. She's been attacked nonstop since the late 80s by the right. They know how to attack her. That's it. It was just always going to be an uphill battle for her no matter what. Um, you know, but I honestly, I don't, you know, I don't think any wrongdoing was ever proven in the Whitewater scandal. I don't think that there's any other. The only other scandal that the only real stain on her history is Benghazi. Um, yeah. Uh, I've known people. Okay, hold on. I've known people who knew that world, and when they all said she was very mean or cutting, I've seen her do that politically. I'm like, and Al Gore is known for being an absolute classist douchebag, and yet nobody goes after him for that. And Jason once says it's funny because as a Canadian, she seems pretty right wing to me too. Yeah, yeah. And America is much more right wing. Yes, yes. I am a Canadian. I am at best centrist in Canada. By the way, all of you Americans who I'm being lefty at, all of you guys who call me all of those lefty bad, I am at best centrist in Canada. Hillary was one of the first modern politicians trying to put in socialized healthcare back in the early 90s with Hillary Care, which, by the way, I have said on this channel before has saved my life. I call it a case of personal politics, but Hillary Care got UVA to take on a sliding scale that saved my life. And actually also did a lot of great things for Head Not Right. So, Hillary Care was a success for me personally. It's why I voted for her. Benghazi wasn't on Hillary, they just put it on her. The right had been cutting budgets and support for the Foreign Service for years leading up to Benghazi, fair enough, including security funding. Benghazi and the Buttery Males would be a great drag show. Didn't do shit for me, though.
Mhm.
Yeah. Why didn't it do anything for you, Darth Dragonis? Why didn't Hillary... What was... Was it... Did it just come in too late? Or was it some other... Did it... interfere with other things? Previous conditions. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Wasn't until Obamacare came in and said people like me should be covered. Yeah. Because I was about to ask, converted to what? But this was going to go nowhere good. That was the thing.
No, not converted to what? Converted to Ohm.
Yes.
He's resistant to it.
Ah. Yes.
I mean, we are still talking about current events.
Pastafarian.
Yes.
Oh, great flying spaghetti monster and your noodly appendages.
Which is as real as any of the other gods.
Were you here for the invasion of the flying spaghetti monster up in Maine or wherever it was when we covered that story a couple of years ago? Which feels weird to say that, but it happened.
Wow. I vaguely remember being here for that.
I know you were here for that. I was asking.
I had to be here for it. If I'm not here, it doesn't happen.
No,
I'm not sure I was part of it at that time.
well, it was when we had actual scripts because I remember writing the script for that and finding and cackling my ass off over it, and you were sitting there looking at me like, I don't know what caused that, but it's going to be fun.
Man, I do miss the scripts. There's a part of me that really misses doing scripted stuff.
Well, if you missed the scripts, go to the pharmacy.
I can't afford them.
The it was the one where the some older lady had passed and her family was cleaning out the house and they found like a bunch of boxes of dried pasta. So they took it out in the woods and just opened the boxes and dumped it. And then it rained and rained and rained. And the next person hiking through found this giant mound of spaghetti out in the woods. And it was a slow enough news day and a small enough town that that made news. And then because it was slow and someone needed something to laugh at, it made national news.
Oh gosh, I miss the days of Joe Biden. I miss the slow news days. Gosh, I miss the slow news days.
That's a heck of a lot better than coming across a statue of Bill Cipher.
Yes, yes. No, no. If I'd have found that as an article, it would have been, okay, and we are moving.
Yeah. Joe Biden was boring. He was a boring president. I wanted a boring president so we could cover other things. Unfortunately, that only lasted for the first 2 years. Because
Yeah.
after that, it was election cycle. Did they use it as a wig for for out for their outfit with a muffin top and a strap on while looking in a peephole in the tree?
No, no. The spaghetti was too far gone to be used as a wig by that point, but it's a good thought, Chris.
At that point, it was all wormy.
That's next week. But I'll give you a point now.
Right. Trump never stopped campaigning. He was out soon after January 6th. I mean, he was. It was almost immediate. Um. Uh-oh. What?
You're gonna have to get the peanut gallery to tell you that one.
Oh, gosh. I'm terrified.
I feel honored that I can strike terror.
You should.
I mean, am I about to get a text from you that I'm going to look at and go, oh my God, that was wrong? January 6th was a campaign rally. I mean, it
Oh,
it was really not supposed to be, and kind of not. It was kind of an armed insurrection, and the first time in our history, as far as I'm aware, that there was a very violent attempt to stop the peaceful transfer of power.
oh.
It was, in some ways, the collapse of the ideals of our Constitution. Yeah. I mean, that's It would be like calling August 12th a rally. We do need to be careful not to minimize what happened on any of these. It did set the tone for everything else. Everything
Yes, it did.
since. And it has, it very much, like, again, I don't know if it was the first time there was, but I think it was still a historic moment of, yeah, Holly ran. Yep, right. Ran like a punk and then tried to be like, yeah, no, I was one of them. I was with them. No, homie.
Ran
No.
away.
Oh, yes, Trump was campaigning. Trump was campaigning. Trump is always campaigning. Trump was campaigning while he was president. He
Yes.
was continuing to campaign while he was president and is continuing to campaign. Almost like he was orchestrating it.
But
When he
hey,
told them to stand down, and they did.
we may find some interesting information about
Right?
all of that, given the BBC lawsuit.
Mm. Oh, pardon me.
Are you all right?
Please expand on that.
The main thing is Trump is suing them for defamation and citing
Right.
loss of finances because of their defamation about January 6th. So they have reached discovery, and their discovery is going through, and Trump's people are trying to frantically narrow down the scope of discovery, but because of how he phrased his defamation, yes, Maddie, that's what Trevor's about to do. You are correct. Because of the way he phrased things, they're going after his finances, they're going after his kids' finances, they're going after the records of the trust that he supposedly put all of his stuff in when he became president. They're going after the people around him so that they can prove for once and for all if there really was financial stuff that happened because they published what they published.
Right? Oof.
Meanwhile, there are ranchers that are looking at this stuff and they're like, they're chiming up now. It's like, you realize we call a gelding that still thinks he can do something that he can't a proud boy.
Whoa. Oh. Oh. Oh, I like that. A gelding that is unaware that he has been gelded.
Or, well, I mean, I imagine he's aware that something happened. He just thinks he can still do things that he can't.
Mm-hmm. That's what a
Did
proud
you
boy
put
is.
that in group chat, or did you put that somewhere else?
Which one?
What you said to me.
Oh, the beer? That was group chat.
The beer?
No, not that. The about the.
I sent that directly to him.
Okay, just checking because he hasn't choked yet on that.
Okay.
He's choking on other things.
The spaghetti was mistaken for one of JD's other victims. That poor futon. And now, Trevor really is about to die live on stream. I can't.
Well,
there are thoughts there. It's not bad enough to not say it, but that was bad.
Yes, it was.
this is why I put it on you and Peanut Gallery to say it.
Right? You're like, I am not getting my fingerprints on that train wreck. That ain't my Amtrak. Well, let's see. Anything else going on in the news? I think we're about all caught up.
I think we're about as caught up as we're going to get.
Yep. And if any of that is on the show tomorrow, they will be sure to ask you about it.
Oh, I'm sure.
I guess now is the time for the ad read. Seeing as how we have started moving the ad read to the end of the show, today's show was brought to you in association with Hidden Leaf and Sky Mall VA. Brought to you in association with Hidden Leaf and Sky Mall VA, 105 West Main Street, Charlottesville, Virginia, on the downtown mall. A great place to go with some great buds to get some great buds, eh, bud? We are also brought to you in association with Kush Gang Snacks, findable on Instagram at KGSnacks434, who was the maker of the Super Swirl live rosin and keef swirled joint that I smoked at the beginning of the show. And is the maker of the drip shots that DJ TS1308 will be drinking during their Sunday No Pants Raid Train set when they play shots by Lil Jon and LMFAO. We are also brought to you in association with Dope Ash Drinkables. Get dope, stay dope, be dope. Available at the Sky Mall. Available at Sky Mall VA Smoking Lounge. We are also brought to you in association with Firehouse Organics. Findable on Instagram at Firehouse Organics with a Z. Not to be confused with Firehouse Subs, who do not sponsor us. However, we're open to the suggestion. Any opinions you have heard expressed in the show today belong to the expresser of the opinion, ourselves, the parent company and or channel, but not necessarily any of our advertisers, including Hidden Leaf, Sky Mall VA, Kush Gang Snacks, Dope Ash Drinkables, and Firehouse Organics. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Kat. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. I appreciate it, as always. Thank you, Maddie Holmes. Thank you, DJ Jason 1. Thank you, Lockpick. Thank you, Darth Dragonis. Chris in the 386. Thank you, Chris in the 386. Who else? I believe that's everybody, isn't it?
I believe so. I mean, you've got whatever lurkers are hanging around, but yeah.
And thank you, all of you lurkers. Much love to everybody. Stick around for the raid, and now is the time on the show when I say, as they say around here, 2 up, 2 down, VA, double deuces. We're out, y'all.